Welcome to another episode of That Crazy Triangle Guy. Here we are looking at Bitcoin US dollar index on the 5-day time frame, and Bitcoin has already started moving before I could get this out. But I did want to point out with the closure of the 5-day time frame yesterday, you could see up here that we have started a new 5-day time frame. With yesterday's closure, we did get below into extreme low volatility at 5.16%, which we were looking for. Now, on the 5-day time frame, when we expand from extremely low volatility here, and this is Eric Crown's the strategy thing here. So, refer to him for how it works. But anyway, I'm copying off of that. And we have the stochastic indicator here. When we expand, it typically goes in the direction of the stochastic oscillator. Now, when he says all this, the stochastic oscillator can switch around either way, whichever way it wants to. It's going to go whatever way price action is going to go. It's not like this determines the price action. The price action is determining this. So we could have a switcheroo, whoop-de-doo, whatever we want going on up here, and this will follow. So it's up to you to decide which way the market's going to go. Not this isn't going to tell us which way the market's going to go. You have to decide that based on other criteria that you are looking at. But what happens with the 5-day, I need to get that thing away. With the 5-day, by the time we get confirmation on the expansion, most of the time the move has already been made. And I should switch to a different chart that doesn't have all these lines on it, first of all. You know what? I can't do that. Well, what the hell? Anyway, I'm going to point this out before I take all these words away. On the bottom, we have the stochastic RSI. Here we have the BBWP. Here we have the, which, by the way, this is it's a script on TradingView by the caretaker's Eric Crown, as far as I'm concerned. And here we have the regular RSI. I don't know if I said that's a stochastic indicator. So I'm going to take all those words away. And so like here, when we expanded, boom, and you can't really see. There we go. Here we had a brief dip down in March, and boom, that we were already expanding by the time we got confirmation. So if you waited for confirmation, you missed this huge move to the upside here. Same back here. By the time we got confirmation, this huge expansion was already coming. Now here, look at, you waited for confirmation here, you missed this huge move to the downside. That was the FTX collapse. So do we get some sort of a huge collapse here? Some big dump on the market? Maybe. Maybe that's what they want you to scare you into believing. It depends on who you listen to. If you think everybody's going to jump in the market and drive the price down, possibly for a brief moment before they suck it all back up, because Bitcoin is flying off or getting sucked What is it doing? It's flying off the shelves and into BlackRock and Fidelity's pockets a lot faster, and a bunch of other big players who are buying OTC faster than it can be produced by the miners and faster than GBTC can dump, and the US government and whoever they want to fear you into believing that is going to dump on the market. So I believe we'll get a quick expansion like we did in one of these cases here in January or March. But I expect it will be volatile here. Could be. Keep your eye. Well, I don't know what, you got to do what you want to do, but we are stochastic indicators pointed upwards right now. Let's switch to the 1 day. You have the RSI down here at a low in the oversold area, and it's crossing up through the moving average right there. It's reset from its bearish divergences and everything. It's ready to make a nice move upwards. And let's just go to our 1 day chart. We're at 41,150, coming down from the 39.40 region. So, yeah. Doesn't look like a fake out to me. But, and this is exactly what I've been telling you. Now, I'm going to switch to a different chart here. Before I switch into another chart, since I already have my lines drawn here, we're broken back up here into, well, we've done this a couple days ago. We broke back up into this green this green bull flag channel here that we had been forming since the back here, since the ETF decision area back here, and then formed this bull flag pattern. We have broken back up into the narrower region of that we had this little fake out here below. So it makes perfect sense that we come back up to the top part of that region at least. And today's Friday, so I imagine hopefully we can come back up all the way back up here to $44,500 and probably consolidate in this region here over the weekend before seeing further upside. But I imagine that now I will switch to a different chart. All right, so here we are on the much cleaner chart. Looking at the Bitcoin US dollar index on the daily time frame. So what we have done here is come back down to the center line of this lower channel. And I will zoom out a little bit. You can see it more clearly what's going on. Nice quick upward movement, trading in the upper portion of this lower channel. Upward movement, trading, oscillating up and down in the upper channel, falling back down to the center line of the lower channel. Now we are coming back up here. By end of day, I expect we'd be around the center line of this channel, and that's around 44,000, 45,000 region like we saw on the other chart. That all falls in line with each other. We're coming back up through the moving average on the RSI, And now I want to switch to a monthly because a lot of people have been scaring you. They've been scaring you into this big doji, gravestone doji candle forming. And I've already posted a video telling them what a bunch of, how full of shit they are. So, no gravestone doji is forming. What we're going to form here on the monthly candle, if you look at that, 42,242. We will turn green on the monthly. And so by end of day, we will be up to, should be up to around 44, 45,000, forming a nice green monthly candle. And I imagine that by next Wednesday, we will close up here. At least something like that. Maybe even higher. And maybe even higher. Don't know, but I had anticipated that we would at least close up here about 45 and form like one of those nice green candle with a big fat body and a couple wicks to the up, a wick to the upside and a wick to the downside here. Nice normal candle. But we'll see. Don't think it's going to be a gravestone doji, but they sure scared you into believing that. So you would be glued to their channel at minimum and scared out of the market at maximum. Yeah. So this guy will be probably turning upwards too. I haven't really looked at stochastic RSI on the monthly time frame. Anyway, it's interesting when you look at it on the monthly. Got a much clearer idea of what's going on here. And it's not anything like coming down. Not anything like coming down here. More likely than not, we go up here. We go up here to 100 plus thousand. So keep that in mind. Always keep this in mind. Don't forget this picture here. Anybody that's is trying to scare you out of the market, just wait another 6 months, a year. We're going to be up here, people, for multi-X gains. Okay, don't get feared out of the market. Nowhere else in the market, in the stock market, and any other commodity or anything like that, can you see these kind of gains. So, hold on, and we'll be there soon enough. All right, like, subscribe, see you next time.